It's a team-like ball game for Alab Pilipinas, just sharing that ball. That is why they're up by 19 points. Right now, we're back to action in the third quarter. Now Bell gets it. And Wolf Warriors struggling to find their mark in this ball game. Balkmania inside, gets fouled, and will head to the line for two.
And how about him using his shoulders to protect every shot that he takes, especially inside the paint, stepping in and just throwing that shoulder to the chest of the defender, taking a foul, and right now, trooping to the free throw line.
Balkmania already has 13 points, leading his team. 13 points and 2 rebounds, averaging 25 a game. The leading scorer for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas now with 14 points. As you can see, the Mighty Mouse, Jimmy Alapag, on his second year.
Philippine Basketball Association MVP, as well as Coach Eric Menk.
Local hero. Yes, Eric Menk, Danny Siegel, considered as the greats in the PBA.
Could still put up, I think, 15 and 8.
Yeah, why not?
In the league. Talking about Eric Menk, Major Payne himself.
If they suit up, they'll still give their opponents a hard time. Patterson kicks it out. Bradford. Bad pass, but still recovers. Bell. Up and under move. No good. A rebound by Albano to Parks all the way.
And those are the things that they want to do, especially on this speedy starters that they have. Lodo plays that power forward position, and it's very quick.
Denise Tensai will have her third quarter report. Go ahead, Denise.
Ethan Albano has been a steady force for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. Now, the 22-year-old might be one of the youngest in the team, but he is displaying so much maturity on the court. And it's no surprise that Coach Jimmy Alapag trusts Ethan Albano so much that he is allowing him to guard the veteran Corey Bradford in the previous game. Now, Ethan was quick to credit his teammates because they have been so supportive. As he mentioned, the true strength of the Wolf isn't in the fangs, speed, nor skills, it's the pack. And you've got to admit, Mix and Martin, San Miguel Alab Pilipinas is one heck of a pack. Gentlemen, your thoughts?
One heck of a pack indeed. 14 and 3, 10 and 0 at home, undefeated. Just suffering 3 losses in this season. Just a hard team to beat.
And some of their losses has been fluky, to say the least.
Fluky indeed, because they lost against Formosa with a winning shot last January 13. They also lost to Westport by 1 point last January 9. And the biggest loss was at 5 points against Hong Kong Eastern.
Without PJ Ramos, who was battling food poisoning during that game.
Jongson gets his own rebound. Jongson with a left-hand layup.
The outside shooting doesn't work. Just crash the boards, which is his strength. When he played for Kung Fu last conference, now he has 14 points.
A Clay Thompson-like.
No, I like that comparison.
Yes. Shooter can defend well. Now Parks.
12 points for Ray Parks. Always smooth, always crafty, and always sure when he gets those lanes.
Well, just the fans, of course, Miss LJ Moreno Alapag,
the wife of Coach Jimmy Alapag.
Yes, joining us, always so supportive.
And another friend of hers, Women Marquez, a local celebrity. And all the fans here trooping inside the Toronto Sports Complex.
If we have a hug cam earlier, this is the cute cam. Or
try to be as cute as you can be.
As cute as you can be.
Which I do not want to try. Would be very, very hard for me. Mix.
You're funny.
Trying to be. Trying to get there.
Mike Bell banks it off. No go. Gets his own rebound in it.
And one of the surprising baskets. Mike Bell hasn't been playing well in this ball game. But the game last 15th, he was very, very good.
Jongson up top. Now to Albano. Bounces it off to Balkman. Now to Parks. Cross-court corner 3.
Automatic for Ray Parks. Dials it and books it from that low wing area. Great skip pass.
Connects on that outside shot. Just a wonderful passing up by Albano. Now to Bachman, to Parks for 3. Connects on that long distance shot. No, if he still had payphones, for sure that would come in.
Automatic.
Automatic.
Automatic free calls.
Free
Call
calls.
free.
Chai Chen at the line, misses his first.
An interesting play here by Coach Matt Skillman, not putting in his imports right away to start the quarter. Opting to use Tess Patterson towards the halfway mark of this third quarter.
Good drive inside by Brandon Rosser, almost a charge. But then Chai Chen was not in position. That's why he was called for the block.
He has a very soft touch. Looking at this move, windshield wiper goes to the baseline, takes a contact, just enough English and touch to make that basket.
And credit also the upper body strength.
And he seems to be bigger than his brother. Matt Rosser is a little bit on the lighter frame, but more of a natural small forward. Brandon Rosser is more of a 3-4 combo forward. And double digits now for Brandon Rosser, rather, 10 points.
10 points for Brandon Rosser. Bradford against Albano. Bradford powers his way in against Ethan Albano. Albano manning the points against Domingo. Lodo with a good first quarter. Parks, nobody home on the defensive end. Bobby Ray Parks just too easy.
And how about putting the ball between his chest, crutching, and just lifting, clutching it twice, and making the basket off the glass.
Nobody home on that defensive switch.
Miscommunication on the defense by the Wolf Warriors.
Yan Shin, now to Chai Chen. Turn around, double team. Chai Chen just too hard, struggling to find his rhythm. Albano, no foul called on him. Almost a travel by Domingo, spin move inside.
I like a ball in a China shop. He was the guy helping on that defensive side on Chai Chen and running down and being rewarded with a basket.
Chai Chen for 3 from Mike Bell.
A good touch there by Chai Chen. He really plays like Sam Perkins.
Yeah. Sam Perkins,
lefty,
former Seattle Supersonic.
Yep.
Yes,
former University of North Carolina, Tar Heel.
Tar Heel. Has the 3, lefty.
And could also defend underneath.
Albano gets a screen from Domingo. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Albano. Rosser for 3. Rebound by Albano. Easy. Easy floater, no go.
And Mike Bell might have touched that basketball going up. Might have been a slightly blocked. Here's Tess Patterson.
Patterson loses his balance. Now Albano running the break. Albano. Alley-oop. No good.
Good defense there by Mike Bell.
Inside Bradford to Chai Chen.
And Chai Chen cherry picking right there, being left out on their front court, getting an easy basket. Might be the easiest basket that he would get tonight.
79-50, almost a 30-point lead. Bachman, miscommunication in that pass.
One of the few times that they miscommunicate on the offense or the defensive side of the basketball because they have been quite spotless on their help sides.
Now J.R. Alabanza checks in the ball game for the first time. And that has been a problem, as you were mentioning, Martin. The switches, the communication, and when they make their screens and their handoffs for Alab. Bradford. Reverse layup, it's in.
And recognizing John Ray Alabanza still cold off the bench, attacking him right away on the switch of that pick and roll action on the right side.
Perhaps one of the easier baskets for Corey Bradford.
Because every time that you see a big guy get fielded in, you want to attack him right away.
Hard fall there by Brandon Rosser. Hopefully nothing too serious, but he gets up right away.
And just shakes it off, trying to put a punctuation mark on that penetration.
Avelona pulls it up. Just too deadly when Alab Pilipinas releases their threes.
And those are in rhythm threes. Before, those were bad shots. Coaches don't want you to take those shots. But with the way that basketball is being played right now, a lot of transition threes from any team has been taken.
Mike Bell inside against JR Alabanza.
Quite a difficult shot there for Mike Bell. Going to his left side, drifting and just using glass on that shot.
And he's been... Now he gets a steal. Now to Yan She. Right to left. That is good for the Wolf Warriors. As I was mentioning, they've been struggling to find their shots. Back-to-back baskets for them. A good sign. A good mini run for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors. 79-56. San Miguel Alab still leads. One of the better sequences for the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors earlier, as a Mike Bell, this shot that he had to create against JR Alabanza, and that steal. 2-on-1 break to Yan She, and trims this lead down to 23 points.
One of the few times that they have clustered baskets. Getting a stop after a made basket and then quickly making it in transition. They need a lot more of those because they're looking at a 23-point deficit right now.
14-3 Alab Pilipinas. Meanwhile, the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors is at 2-16. Alab is undefeated at home at 10-0. 4-3 on the road. Meanwhile, the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors is 0-7 on the road. Haven't won a game outside of their home turf. Meanwhile, they won 2 games against the Mono Vampire Basketball Club and the CLS Knights last January and December 2018, respectively. And looking forward to the next game. Alab Pilipinas takes on the Mono Vampire and the Zhuhai Wolf Warriors.
Very exciting ball game with Tyler Lamb and Romeo Travis being added to the roster of the Mono Vampires.
Zhuhai will take on the Formosa Dreamers next week. Meanwhile, Bachman adjusts his shot. One-hand shot is in.
And how about Ronaldo Bachman getting his points very fluidly, not forcing anything?
It's just too easy for him.
He's in the flow of the game. Every time doesn't get away from the things that he does really well, which is a lot of things.
And that's what you call veteran moves.
Experience.
Experience.
And if you're a well-traveled veteran, won in a lot of leagues, exposed in Europe, exposed in South America, in the collegiate game, and also in the NBA, that's expected from you.
Melona. Now to Bachman. Ronaldo. Thinks, creates. Ronaldo. Finger roll, no good. A rebound by Urbistondo. Fresh on the 14. Urbistondo. Cross court. To Rosser. Flies high, gets fouled. 2 free throws for Brandon Rosser.
And having Sun being beaten one-on-one. Very impressive. Brandon Rosser has that quick first step. That's the 3rd time that he put the ball on deck. And getting a foul, missing 1 shot, and making an N1 play on those 3 trips that he tried to penetrate.
11 points currently for Brandon Rosser. As you can see, Ray Parks and Lawrence Domingo. One of the OGs for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas when it made its debut in 2016.
You gotta love his effort every time. Throws his weight around, crashes the boards. He's a very, very good energy player for Alab Pilipinas.
For 3 is Shotens Patterson.
Tess Patterson trying to force one up, tracking a shot up, but not the shot that you want to take, especially early in your shot clock.
Urbistondo. Quarterback duties for Alab. Now to Bachman at the left wing. On the switch, Alabanza pulls it up from the right. That's good.
Did he go back on that shot?
I think.
As long as it's made?
As long as it did. It's fine.
It's 2 points and a field goal for John Ray Alabanza stepping in. Nice looking stroke for the big guy.
The right perimeter is JR Alabanza. Bradford answers back.
Might be the lone bright spot for the Wolf Warriors right now. The highest scorer of the ball game at 20 points for both teams.
2-for-1 opportunity for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas. 85-59 is the score. Urbistondo to Bachman. Looking for a teammate. Rosser with 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Kicks it out. Urbistondo. Urbistondo makes his way behind the back. Urbistondo. Bailout foul. Bailout call called on Sun Hefeng.
And that was straight out of the 1900s whaling and fishing expedition for Josh Urbistondo.
He had nowhere to go.
But up, and he got clipped on his body, so he earns 2 free throws right here. But last shot time for the Wolf Warriors after this trip for Josh Urbistondo.
Josh Urbistondo currently has 3 points, made 1-3 in the second quarter. Now has 4.
Coach Eric Menk, team manager Danny Siegel, and Coach Jimmy Alapag, once upon a time, donned the national colors for Team Pilipinas, all at the same time.
And
First time in 1998.
And as the Nationals anticipate their games next week against Qatar and Kazakhstan,
I think that was 0-2 Busan games when all of them were part of the roster.
Yes. And now as Coach Yeng Giao and his team, Team Pilipinas will make their campaign towards a FIBA World Cup bid.
Yeah, I can still remember Coach Jimmy Alapag, one of the younger guys of that crew.
Javenona almost beats the buzzer. Actually, Alab Pilipinas had 3 chances to beat the buzzer in the 3 quarters, but all to no avail. But then nonetheless, it's still bright spots. Big bright spots for San Miguel Alab Pilipinas as Bobby Ray Parks makes one of his threes in this ball game. Loris Zomico also an impact. The energy guy for San Miguel Alab starting this ball game in replacement of PJ Ramos. Bobby Ray Parks also just making it look too easy. It is 87-59, a big margin as San Miguel Alab Pilipinas looks to close this out and once again their 15th win for this season.